Hi, this is Shanna at CoroWare. Every week, we post a lot of articles on Facebook that we think are interesting, most of which are about robotics. And Andrea, who does the other vlogs with me, and I talk about these different articles and decide which ones we think would make interesting video blogs for us to talk about. And we both wanted to do this one, and I got there first. There was a really cute article that was on CNET that was about little robot friends that make perfect bot buddies. When you're a little kid and you have little toys, you imagine that the toys are living and you act out all sorts of fantasies with them. It's a lot of fun. You create your own personalities for those toys and engage in a lot of play with them. Well, these little robots can be your friends. They have a personality and they will adapt as you interact with them. I think that's really cool. In many respects, most of the games that kids play these days don't require them to have an active imagination. They do have to think creatively if you're playing a video game. You need to solve problems, and I can see that there are some skills that you develop that can be worthwhile. But sadly, your imagination isn't engaged. You don't have to create and dream. And I think it's great that these little bot buddies adapt to the way you play with them. In essence, they will take on the aspect that your imagination creates for them. I think that so much of our world these days comes to us pre-created. Most of us watch movies instead of reading books. When you read a book, a world has been created, but you envision what that looks like. In a movie, you get what they show you. And most of the toys that kids get these days are the same way. One of the things that's so wonderful about Legos is you can make them into almost anything. And yes, there are Lego kits that are designed for specific things, but only limitation is your imagination. And what is our world going to look like in the future if we don't have kids growing up to use their imaginations? If we didn't have people who had active imaginations, we wouldn't have the world we have today, for good or for ill. We need that imagination, and I think there needs to be kudos to these folks who have created these bot buddies. Great use of imagination and a great way to spark imagination in our kids. So what do you think? Is there enough imagination in your life? Are you dreaming big? Let us know with your comments, and thanks for listening.